bum, 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 bum. Woohoo! Holy smokes. Hey everybody, what's going on? I am here for some reason on a Saturday night, and I decided to pop in and say hello. No stream tomorrow. I'm taking the week off, but I couldn't go a week without you guys, so I had to come in and say hello. So I'm here for a little bit. We're going to do a coin chat. What's going on, guys? Dwayne Mansell is here. Golden Archer. What's going on, Golden Archer? Golden Archer trying to buy everything before he even sees what we got going on. Clever the coin name is here. Siren Silverstash. Hey, Siren, how are you today? Thank you guys so much for being in here. Holy smokes, Real Ruler's in here. Hey, Real Ruler, how's it going? Aaron Krause is here. Super Garbage Man, Super Garbage Man, Super Garbage Man. Beetlejuiced in just in case. Let's see. Phenotypical is here. Hey, Pheno, how's it going? Silver Mountain. Wow. I did not expect so many people to be in here on a Saturday night at midnight. What's going on, guys? So, New England Notes says the doofus woke me up. Oh, man. It's nothing special. You can go back to sleep. But thanks for popping in. But you can hang out if you want to. We got some cool stuff that I can show you guys. And I'm going to tell you guys about my first week as an LCS owner. Holy smokes. Man, oh man. I knew I was in for something, but I got more than I bargained for, guys. Holy, bejesus. Silver Keys, what's going on? Hey, Silver Keys. Doug Harding. Doug, what's going on? Thanks for being in here. How is everybody doing on this Saturday night? Holy smokes. Did you ban anyone yet? No, not yet. But there are a couple people I may have to. Hey, G-Dub, how's it going? But holy smokes, hey guys, I saw like behind the curtain this week. My first week as a shop owner. Wow, it was a lot, and it was very exciting, and it was very interesting, and yeah, the learning curve's pretty fast. Yes, indeed. You'll be great when. Yeah, I think so too, Silver Keys. It was a little bit overwhelming, especially the first couple days, but as the week went on, it got easier. I am settling in already, and so yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that came into the shop this week, and hang out and chat about coins and the channel and stuff like that in my shop. So I'm here for a little while. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask away. I'll answer anything that I can. I got some stuff here, guys. Most of this is stuff that came into the shop this week. Yeah, thanks, Silver Keys. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was my very first day that I took over was insanely busy. And the previous owner said it was a very busy day. He was shocked so many people were in that day. And then it got a little bit less for the first week, but yeah, it was really a cool week. Do you have to hold what comes in for a certain period of time? New England Notes, for the most part, yes, I do. But the regulations for the town that the shop's in, it's only 7 days. But there are, there's certain things that like I don't have to hold. There's a couple things here that I bought from the shop, kind of, but I actually bought them from my cousin. I just met him at the shop because it was easier to meet him there. and it was just a private couple things that I bought. But some of the stuff is from the shop. Some of it's from previous inventory. I bought a lot. Siren noticed a brooch. There's some brooch. You say brooch, but it's spelled brooch. I found that out this week. That's one of the things I found out. Want to know what else I found out? Gold earrings never have stainless steel posts. They always have gold posts. I didn't know that, but I found out. So, chasing unruly customers with his warlock wand. I got something better than a warlock wand in the shop. Dealing with the regular public, things get weird. Indeed they do. No, it's not a 1928. It's a newer $10 note, but it was kind of a cool one, I thought. So I threw it up there. I'll show you guys what we got. Yeah, Golden Archer. Things were bizarre. Here's an example, guys. Here's something crazy that happened. The night before my first day that I took over the shop, me and my dad were chatting, and I was telling him that I was getting cable internet put in. They're coming. They haven't showed up yet. The cable internet company, but they're coming in. They're putting in a modem and router and phone and internet through them, and I'll have wireless in the shop. And I was telling my dad I'd like to get a small TV with a built-in Roku for the shop, because there'll be a wireless signal, and I can just hang it on the wall, and then I can turn on a ball game or something like that when I'm at the shop, And so I was just talking about that to my dad the night before I took over, and I was literally not even open up on my first day yet. I opened at 11, but I was in the shop and the door was open, and a guy came and kind of knocked on the door, and he has a TV in his hand, and he was trying to sell a small Roku smart TV, and I bought it right before 11 o'clock, before I even opened, and so now I got a TV to hang on the wall. It was crazy that happened. But some other interesting things came into the shop. It was quite a week, I'll tell you what. Holy shimolians. So I was a little bit late getting the shipping out, but I think mostly it's gone out. There's one international one that I have finished. I just haven't had a chance to get it mailed yet. But other than that, I think everyone that was expecting stuff this week should have gotten an email with tracking number. So, yeah, holy shimolians. Shibby Rob, did you see my email? The email about what we talked about a while ago. I know you had said you were going to send me an email with a list. I hadn't seen that yet, but I did see the email that you kind of got things together. Now say you want to win the million. Wouldn't it be cool? You know what I need for the shop is $1 million lottery ticket. If I could just get a $1 million lottery ticket, that would be fantastic. Let's see. I don't think I got a... Oh, you know what? You may have sent it to my other email. Let me check my other email real quick. Sometimes that gets email, and I forget that I have two that people have access to, or whatever. Not have access to, but if I sent you an invoice, then you know what? It's in my regular email, and I see it right here. and I'm peeking through the email right now, Moosox. So, yeah. Yeah, everything looks cool. So I will email you back. We'll just have to talk about a date, and we'll get that going, because that looks good. Looks good. I got a bunch of emails today, and I hadn't even checked my email yet. Looks like it's all junk, though, except for that one. So, okay. So, if anybody has any questions, guys, please feel free to ask. I'm going to show you a couple things. First thing I'm going to show you is something awesome that came into the shop this week. It's another interesting story. When I was in the shop last week, and I was just chatting with the previous owner, we were talking about we needed to hire a locksmith, come in and change the locks, which was on Tuesday. Tuesday we got the locks changed, and a gentleman came in and he was asking about some error coins, and we were kind of chatting a little bit, and turns out he's a locksmith. And so we asked him if he could come in on Tuesday, and he came in on Tuesday and changed the locks. And I got new keys, got the locks changed, got it all done, which was awesome. But when he came in, he also had a metal box with him, and in the metal box there was a bunch of what looked like costume jewelry. And he said that he had looked at some of the stuff, and some of it said sterling, but he didn't know an awful lot about it. And so we looked through it a little bit, and we ended up finding out that most of the jewelry in there actually isn't just costume jewelry. Most of it, what was in there, was these brooches. And this is one of them. This is a cool one. But they're sterling silver with gold gilt rhinestone brooches. And these are from the 1940s and 1950s. And they're all signed by the company they came from. And I'll move this dime for a minute. And so there it says sterling. And there it says let's see, get this here. So it's Vogue Jewelry. Vogue Jewelry. And so we did a little bit of research, and we actually ended up finding out that, and we had to test these guys, because I didn't believe these were all sterling. But we tested them, and they are sterling. Sterling silver with gold gilt mostly, and rhinestones. They're from Vogue Jewelry in the 40s and 50s. And they are expensive and collectible. And there's a couple on eBay right now that I have a friend, and she's an eBay seller. And we kind of worked out a deal, and she's selling a couple that are on eBay right now. And they are in the couple $100 range, value-wise. In fact, one that she posted today, she got an offer already for $270. Turn it upside down? Oh, jeez. So anyhow, here's a couple more of them. And some you can tell are a little bit older. But the ones that are sterling and signed, I put in one section, and then I sold all the ones that were just costume jewelry with no silver. But look at this thing. Holy smokes. And So anyhow, these are pretty crazy and pretty darn expensive brooches. But I got them at a pretty good price. And I bought a bunch of them. So if there's anybody out there who's interested in vintage brooches from the 1940s and 50s that are sterling, gilded, I don't know, plated maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, phenotypical. So Trifari, it kind of was something that was popping up when I was looking for Vogue, and apparently Trifari and Vogue are pretty similar collectible pieces. So so it's pretty exciting that I got these, and I bought a bunch of them. Golden Archer, you didn't bother irritate me at all. I hadn't gotten to it yet, and so there's a piece dollar Golden Archer, but it's not just a regular piece dollar. It's a 1921, the first year, high relief. So it's kind of an expensive piece dollar. And this one I can actually sell tonight. But it's not a cheap one, and I need it. So, alright, well, piece dollar. I'm getting a mental picture of the type of woman who would wear something like that. You know what? It's crazy, New England notes. I actually had, when I was up at the shop in Corning and I was talking to Wendy, I had a young Asian woman was looking at some of the brooches, and she absolutely loved them, and she said she wears stuff like that. So, hey, Budget Coin Hunter. How's it going? Thanks for being in here. Give me a price. Give me a second, Golden Archer. I have not even looked to see what I think this one is grade-wise. And I'm not really an expert on piece dollars. So I gotta kind of figure it out. And so since we got 24 people in here, I'm sure some people, are graders. So here's the piece dollar, guys. Anybody have an opinion on grade 1921 piece dollar? It's definitely not uncirculated, clearly, and she's got some bumps and bruises, but overall not bad. See some wing action on the eagle, which is good. I tested this on my Sigma Analytics machine because I now own one. So yeah, see, Siren wears brooches. Golden Archer, are you going to bed? We'll get you a price. And I'll get you an invoice one way or another. Sure. So anybody have... Doug says it's a G4. Oh man, come on, Doug. Jeez, Doug. You're costing me money, bro. Oh, that's funny. So anyhow, anybody have a thought? Silver Key says, retro is in. It very much seems to be. Like I said, guys, one of these brooches, my friend, who is one of the vendors at the shop in Corning, she listed one, and it's a peacock. It's a Vogue sterling silver brooch, peacock, and she listed it for $375, and she had an offer for $270 today. So people are definitely into these crazy things. And I have a bunch of them. I just brought a few to kind of show you guys a couple of them, but I have a bunch. So, CM Silver, no stream tomorrow. I just finished up my first week at the shop, and I knew that I was going to be pretty exhausted this weekend, and so I decided to not stream this Sunday, but I will be back next Sunday. So anyhow, anybody have any idea on grade, what they think is a grade? Me personally, I think it's a VF, but I'm just kind of guessing with that, quick look at it. So I'm really quickly going to take a look at photo grade. Hey, Super Garbage Man. Hey, Super Garbage Man. I hope you had a good Father's Day. Yeah, not a lot auction preview tonight, guys. This is a live stream, just doing a coin chat. No stream tomorrow. I'll be back next Sunday for regular auction. Chat in the left-hand side? I don't know. Does it look weird on your screen? It looks normal to me. Stopped at what Google said was a pawn shop. Full of used clothes and some jewelry stuff. Couldn't believe the number of kids in there. Yeah, that's people like that stuff. The lady that is a friend of mine who listed one of these or a couple of these brooches. She sells a lot of like vintage jewelry in the shop in Corning, and it's crazy the 12, 13, 15-year-old kids that are in there buying old looking jewelry, but they sure do. It went away. Well, as long as it's fixed. A good connection for items like your brooches, Shibby, if you'd like me to shop them for you. Hey, Fino. Yeah, I can't sell them yet. My friend that is listing them, she put them on an auction. Because technically I'm holding them for 7 days before they actually get sold, and I got a couple days to go. But the guy that I bought them from I don't have any worries that there'll be any problems with selling them, but I just technically am waiting till Tuesday before I sell any. So okay, photo grade. Yeah, I think that seems about right, a VF. So let's see, VF on a 21. Oy. So I'm looking at Numis Media FMV Golden Archer. And for a VF it says 210. For an F12 it says 178. So I'm going to call it 180. 180, it's yours. If you wanted it to be 180, let me know if that's alright. Alrighty, coin holder in the black coin holder. This thing here? Oh, this. Ha! This is something I had to talk to you about, Golden Archer. I think you bought this coin, but I think I didn't send it. but I think this was on the list of things you bought. And I have to go back and look at an invoice, but I knew you were going to be in here. Did you already buy this one? Yes, I did. Okay. I'll get it sent to you, Golden Archer. I don't know why. It was just sitting here on my desk, and I was like, what the heck? And so I just didn't get it into your pack, and I'm sorry about that. So I'll get it in the next one with your peace dollar. And I'll invoice you for that. And if I get a chance, I'll get them sent out this week, but probably it'll be next Tuesday that I send stuff out, or Monday or Tuesday. It'll probably be after next week's live stream, because I'm not streaming this week, so I'm not planning on doing shipping until next week, if that's okay. Okay, if anybody has any questions, guys, let me know. I am going to scroll up and see if I missed anything. CM says, okay, congrats on the shop. CM Silver, thank you so much. It's a heck of a lot. It's been a crazy, crazy week. It's been an eye-opening and boy, I've learned a lot this week. I've learned a lot. And I had a very busy week for my first week in business, so that was excellent. Excelente. Okay, so another thing that came in the shop this week that I thought was kind of cool is this $10 note came in, and I saw it was a star note, and I saw it started with 1934, and then I saw that it had 3 trailing 7s, so it was kind of a cool serial number, and a star note. And when I looked closer, I saw that it's a 1969C. And so I looked it up, and I think it's worth a few bucks. I don't know exactly how much, but I thought it was a cool, even though it's not really a very old note, and it's not very well centered, still a pretty cool note, I thought. So I thought I'd show you guys. Do you sell any Pokemon cards? I actually don't know. I didn't look at my sales in Corning for the week, and I didn't put any Pokemon cards out in the new shop because I think they sell better in Corning. So I don't have that many Pokemon cards, so I'm just putting them in Corning. I almost bought some Pokemon cards at the shop, but the guy that came in decided that I told him, like, I don't know a lot about Pokemon cards, and my offer might be a little low, and he decided just to give them to his kid, so. I was offering as you've unintentionally met several people this week. It turned out to be someone you needed. I'm a graduate gemologist by trade with a great clientele. Oh, that's awesome, phenotypical, for sure. Yeah, I will definitely chat with you in email, and once they clear, maybe we can work something out. That's very, very cool. I have a bunch of them. I think I have like 30. I have a lot. So I just brought 4 to kind of show you people on the stream kind of what they look like and how cool it was. But I have a lot. So, will that $10 bill be offered in auction, Shibby? Super Garbage Man, it will, unless you want to buy it now. If you want to buy it, make me an offer. Golden Archer, what's that thing? This thing? This is just a pin and it's a Great Seal of the United States. And somebody that came into the shop gave it to me as a gift, and I'm gonna give it away on my next live stream. Just a little something that's for free. And speaking of that, I also wanted to show you guys a couple other things. So this is pretty cool. These are little tokens, and the guy that makes these comes into the shop up in Horseheads, and he actually made dies to make these little tokens, and he made these out of wheat cents, these ones that I'm showing you now. And he made a cool little die for the reverse. Let's put it under here. And so the guy that made these gave me 5 of them to give away. So my next live stream auction, I'm going to give away 5 of these. And I wanted to give him a shout out. He sells these on Etsy. And let's see, let's put it under here so we can read it. His Etsy shop, Logan Comstock. Logan Comstock. And he makes these, Instagram, logan.comstock. He makes dies and creates these coins. And he's going to make some Shibby Rob coins for me. Probably like little pirate token things like this. I'll have a design on one side and maybe SR for Shibby Rob on the other. He's going to make some for me. He's also, the kid that makes them, also is the one that made these silver ones for the previous owner of my shop. And I've given a bunch of these away, and I got a couple more to give away. So these are some that he's made in silver, and he's going to make some for me. And yeah, I wanted to give him a shout out. Shop Logan Comstock on Etsy. And so yeah, so it's pretty cool. Hey, the bag lady, I showed these. These came into the shop this week, and they are brooches from the 1940s, 1950s by Vogue, and they are sterling brooches. And there's one of them, all with rhinestones. And here's one. This is a pretty big, heavy one. Lots of purple stones in there, and a big yellow stone in the middle. Here's a smaller one that's just a triangle with some pretty purple stones. The color, guys, doesn't show up that good on my camera, but they are very colorful. And here's one that is, I don't know, what do you think, a swan? It's supposed to be probably a swan. The bag lady, not yet. Not yet. Turn it upside. This one? This one, upside down, I don't see nothing. I think it's supposed to be a swan. Like this. Upside down, I don't know. Well, shoot, now I don't know, because you know what? The pin's up here. So maybe it is supposed to be this way. I don't know. I thought it looked like a swan. What do I know? Super cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get some made. I think I'm gonna get some made both in copper and in silver. Why use a Wheatie rather than a memorial penny? Well, he has to use copper, so he could. I'm sure he could use copper pen, or copper cents. And so actually, that's funny you mentioned that, Real Ruler. I was going through some books, and I I decided that I would put away some like 1960s copper coins to give to this kid, so that he can use them instead of wheat cents. So, next week, the bag lady, maybe I might be putting one in next week's auction, next Sunday. And I have many more at the shop, so I will be selling them. I think I have like 40 of them. So, okay. I know Super Garbage Man said, Shibby Rob by now 30. On the note, it's yours. Let me make a note. Let me make a note for Golden Archer too. So, Super Garbage Man, $30. It's yours. There's that, and then Golden Archer, $180 for the 21 piece dollar. And don't forget to send him his booby doubloon. Okay. Well, not a lot tonight, the bag lady. I just kind of got on for a coin chat, but I will for sure get on maybe later this week and over the weekend. And I'll definitely next weekend I'll have my auction, and so cool, very very cool. Let's see. So yeah, later in the week maybe we'll do a live stream. Real Ruler, that's okay, my friend. Thanks for being in here. I appreciate you, brother. It's good to see you, and hopefully we'll see you next week. I have a couple Indian cents for sale. I have this for sale. So here's an interesting thing, guys. In the inventory that I bought from this shop, there's a whole bunch of these Whitman, the blue Whitman Lincoln wheat cent folders, and I'm going through them, and in one of them there's a 1909, and I look at it, and it's not in the greatest condition, but that is most definitely a 1909S. And yeah, it's pretty beat up, but it's a 1909S. So 1909S, of course, is much tougher one to get. Anybody that's looking for a 1909S, this is an affordable example, because it's pretty beat up. It's got some damage on the rim. It's got some pitting, but it is a 1909S. So, let's see. Find out what, like, one that's not damaged goes for. Looking at Numa's Media Fair Market, it says a good for 19OS is $75. So this one will be like $25, and maybe we can do a buy it now on this one. If anybody's interested in it's good for a book. If you don't want to spend $100 to get a decent one. Let's see. Round thing laying on. This is some kind of weird coin thing. And I bought this for just a couple dollars. I don't think it's gold, but it's this kind of cool coin dealio with a ship on the back. I'll show you that in just a minute. So let's see. What's in the box? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh no. That's from a movie. There is something in the boxes. So I'm I will do that in just a couple minutes. Engrave a VDB. You know what? I didn't even look to see if there was a VDB. There's not, I'm sure, but nope. No VDB. Just the 1909S. Is it a challenge coin? I'll tell you what, I have no idea, to tell you the truth. The bag lady. I will put her down here. And so anyhow, he had a bunch of stuff. I thought it looked cool. He only wanted a couple bucks for it, so I said, what the heck. Horatio Nelson, Battle of something or other. Trafalgar? And it says 250th anniversary of the HMS Victory. And then I'm guessing this is the HMS Victory. 7th May 1765. So, just kind of a cool thing. How much is this one? If I could get $6 for it, I'd double my money. But I don't know what to put it in. I don't have any kind of holder or case that's this big. So, Golden Archer says BIN 6. Golden Archer, how about we let the bag lady buy this one? Since you got the peace dollar. How's that sound? Fair? Alright, thanks brother. We'll give this to the bag lady. $6. Not shipping this week, the bag lady, just so you know. It'll be shipped out not Monday, but the following Monday. Because I don't have a stream tomorrow. I took the week off. So. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. So, if anybody is interested in that 1909S, $20. Yeah, that's what it's all about, Super Garbage Man. Give you guys some good deals, and yeah, next week, the bag lady. I'm sure we can probably figure something out. So here's a coin that I picked up today, and this one I can sell if anybody's interested. And this one is pretty dark, but this is a pretty nice Indian. 1865, fancy 5. I would say it's AU. I don't think it's uncirculated. I think there's a couple of slight wear spots. And it's dark. It's like dark chocolate brown. I asked first about the brooches. There's a lot of brooches, ladies. Don't worry. You ever hit the antique mall in Salamanca? Guy at work stopped there on his way back from vacation and took pictures of a bunch of coin and paper boats. New England Notes. I have not, but I just found out not too long ago that one of the vendors in my shop is also one of the vendors in Salamanca. But at Salamanca, there are like hundreds of vendors. And I was told it's very, very cool, so I should check it out. And I've been down to the casino because the Salamanca is on Native American land. And I've been down to the casino, but I just found out that there's an antique mall down there. And so I'm going to check it out. How much for the Indian? How much for the Indian? Let me let me check real quick on the Numismedia, and then we'll get a price for you. So this one, 1965 or 1865, Fancy 5. Let's see. I think for this Indian, probably $30. And I think that's a bargain. And I got it at a good price, so. Uh-oh. Lots of 30s. Let's do a wheel spin for this one, guys. We'll keep the price at 30, but everybody who's interested, we'll do the buy it now spin. And yeah, I guess this was more popular than I thought it would be. 1909S, nobody's interested, but lots for this one. Alright. So, I'm going to put the people who already said on the list, and I'm going to put just start in there, and then I'll close it in a minute. So the people that are on the list already are New England Notes, Philip DeBoard will be 2. 3 will be Siren for Moosox. Siren for Moosox. 5. Yep, Philip DeBoard. He said maybe you should do a wheel. Yep. That's what it is. Golden Archer, do you want to be on the wheel? I'm going to do a wheel spin, though. That's the fairest thing to do. I already set a price, and I already had a few people. So as long as you want to be on the wheel, we'll get you on. As of right now, we got 5 people on the wheel. We'll give it another 30 seconds, and then we'll close it, and then we'll do a wheel spin. Okay. So, yeah. So that's cool. And the bag lady says I'll get in on that action. It really is a very nice Indian. But, you know, like I said, I bought it at a good price, and I'm on here having some fun tonight, so we'll sell it at a good price. That sounds fun. And if you get it graded and it's an uncirculated, then you have to send me a gift card for pizza place, Pizza Hut. So if you get it graded and it's a $100 coin, that's the rule. You got to send me a Pizza Hut gift certificate. All right. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna condense this Indian a tad. I'm gonna show you guys the list. New England Notes, Philip DeBoard, Siren, Moosox, Golden Archer, and the bag lady for this one. 6 people. Whoever's name comes or number comes up is gonna get it for $6. Fubar, hey Fubar, I forgot to email you back. Darn it, I'm so bad with emails. Yes, Cash App is an option. For people that need to pay with Cash App, Fubar, what I do is I send out an invoice. When you see the invoice, you can send me the Cash App, and then I will mark the invoice as paid as soon as I get to my computer after I see the Cash App come through. So, Silver Keys, did you get me? I did not. Okay, we got to readjust. Let's see. Moosox, and then Golden Archer, and then Silver Keys, and then the Bag Lady. Okay, so number 6 is going to be Silver Keys. So your number, the Bag Lady, is going to be 7. Because Keys was in before you, but I missed it. So $30. There are 7 people. Got it fixed. Yeah, we have better options, but as far as national chains go, I don't like Domino's. Papa John's is kind of far from where I live, and we don't really, I don't think we have any other national chains. So, like, Pizza Hut's I guess the best. There's better options, though. I go to Pizza Hut once in a while, but I prefer the local places. So, okay, let me get this wheel ready, and we'll do that, and then we'll move on to other things. Okay, so we're going to put 7 numbers on for the 7 people. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And we're gonna shuffle this one 13 times before we spin it, guys. So I'm gonna bring it up. And can you zoom in on the 5? Sure. This scope is the next thing that I'm buying myself for this stream is a good scope. I'm about done with this scope. It's annoying me. There you go. It's dark coin, so it's hard to see, but there you go without any glare. Definitely the fancy 5. So, alright guys, you ready? Yep. So I am going to shuffle 13 times and spin after I bring the wheel up, guys. So here we go. 13 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, spin. Good luck, guys. And the Bag Lady, it worked out for you. Holy shimolians. Number 7. We moved the number 7. Silver Keys was in at number 6, so we moved the Bag Lady because hers was 7, and it worked out. Congratulations. This little Indian is going to the Bag Lady. Congrats, congrats. Alright, so we'll add that on here. 30 for the Indian. And there we go. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so I got some Canada cents. I got one other Indian that's pretty cool. I have a bunch at the shop too, but they belong to the shop, and I'm kind of like keeping things separate. So stuff that belongs to the shop I'm buying out of there before I bring it to sell here or here at my shop in Corning. So there's a bunch more Indians though, so I'll be having some good Indians on my streams coming up. I did not realize he had that many good dates. So Here's an Indian. This one is in 1875, which that's a pretty good year. 1875. I think this one's a nice, solid, good. So, pretty cool coin. Oh, the cards! I gotta tell you guys about these. Holy smokes, I got a lot to talk about. I didn't even realize. I was gonna buy a new streaming camera 3 years ago. Haha, super garbage man, that's true. You know what's funny? I did buy a new camera and I hated it. And I'm still using this Logitech that I got years ago. Because the one that was more expensive I didn't like at all. Hey, Just Stack It, how's it going? Okay, so before we do anything else, guys, I got to show you these cards. So a guy came into the shop, and he had a ton of baseball cards, which was not something I planned on buying. But the cards he brought in are all team sets from the Elmira Pioneers. And the Elmira Pioneers is a baseball team, the local minor league team, and they have been a double A team. I think they were a single A team at one time. They've been like a college, I don't know, guys that haven't been signed to a team yet. But anyhow, all of these sets he had they were team sets, and this one's from 1987, so it was the Elmira Pioneers. At this time, the Pioneers were Red Sox farm team. At one point, the Pioneers were also an Orioles farm team. But yeah, so he had all these, and I bought them all. But I wanted to show you how cool. 1987, never been opened. Brand new in the box, never even been opened. Set of baseball cards from the Pioneers, which is cool. But the coolest thing that was in this box that I bought was from the 1986 team. And so this is one of the sets from the 1986 Elmira Pioneers. And this is the valuable set for the Pioneers. Because, let's see, I think it's the third card. Number 3. The third card in the set is a guy by the name of Curt Schilling, who played for the Pioneers. I think they were a double A team at the time in the Red Sox farm system. And I believe this is, if not his first, one of his earliest cards, baseball cards that were made of Curt Schilling. So that's a pretty cool one. And the guy that came in and sold me these sets, I bought 6 of them. 6 sets. So that was pretty awesome. This one's opened. The other 6 sets are still sealed. Never even been opened. I was thinking about sending in the Curt Schilling and getting it graded from this set that was opened, but it's pretty far off center, so it wouldn't get a good grade. So I decided not to get that one graded. And now I got to decide if I want to open up one of the other sets to see if there's a better centered one. So, but then the other thing that was in there, it was all Elmira Pioneers baseball. There's some that are Red Sox farm team, some that are Orioles. And then there was one other thing that was in there besides the Pioneers cards. And it was these 1977 Topps cloth patch cards. Bloody sock. Is that a Curt Schilling thing? I don't know a lot about baseball, guys. but I know that Kurt Schilling's a famous person. And I mostly know that because he played for the Pioneers. So these are stickers, I think, cloth sticker cards from 1977, and apparently they're really valuable. And I don't really know why, but there's Dave Cash. Dave is a serious looking fella with one goofy looking hat on. Hey, there's a name I recognize. Steve Carlton. Uh-oh. I gotta be careful with these. So, yeah, so these are from 1977. And they're cards, but they're stickers. But they're the cloth sticker set. And I looked them up, and, like, it looks like the full set's worth a few $100s, like $300. But see, these are the first one. Hey, there's Buddy Bell. That's a name I recognize. I've heard that. Oh, Johnny Bench. Look at this. Johnny Bench. There's Buddy Bell. So anyhow, this first one is kind of... See that, guys? So these things, they come off and they were stickers. So anyhow, apparently these are valuable, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I thought they were interesting, so I wanted to show you. Kurt Schilling has an experimental surgery so that he could pitch in the playoffs with the Sox finally won in 2004. The suture broke and he bled through his sock. Ah. Did they win the World Series? Schilling used to have a radio show out here. Cool. Very cool. How interesting. Shibby Rob, make a wheel for that Indian sound for the 1875. Let me take a peek on value wise. I'm not even sure what it's worth, because those Indians are kind of all over the place from year to year. I know the 70s are pretty good, but '74, '75. Yeah, so the 75 is not an expensive one, but it's definitely a solid good plus. So actually your number is, I think, good. So this Indian, the 1875, $20 sounds right to me. If there's someone other than Golden Archer who wants it, we'll make a wheel. If not, we'll sell it to Golden Archer for 20. I want a wheel and at least 2 brooches next week. The Bag Lady, how about this? Stick around, make sure you stick around at the end of next week's auction, and I'll do 2 buy it nows on brooches. Does that sound fair? Mine actually has cloth from... Cool! The Bag Lady. I have some memorabilia cards that have a little piece of, whatchamacallit, little piece of jersey in them. Modern ones. So it's tough to get a good view of with this darned scope, but the Indian's not quite flat. There's there's a little bit of feather action going on. You can see some separation. The rim is solid, so I think it's probably a good plus. So we got a few people on this one. Okay, so we're gonna do a wheel. So everybody that already said buy it now 20 counts, and I'm gonna put in here start. So the people that already said buy it now 20 count. Golden Archer was number 1. He said it first. 2 will be Super Garbage Man. 3 will be Siren. 4 is Moose Socks. 5 New England Notes. And 6 will be Fill Up the Board. Almost the same list. Who are we missing? Keys. You want in on this one, Keys? Oh, there we got a new player in the game. Doug is in. And he'll be number 7. Doug, you're number 7. So $18.99 $2 bills in silver and gold. I don't know. You got a new one, and the new one got hacked, the bag lady? Or do you mean the new card, and then you got another new one? Increase scope size. That's the best way to zoom in. Fill up the board. Gotcha. Keys has one already. Good deal. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this one. We got 7 people on this list. Oh, I didn't see them, the bag lady. I'm sorry. I'll go look as soon as I'm done with this wheel spin. Wheel of names. The one oh, and you got a new one today. Gotcha. Yeah, it sucks that credit cards can be a huge problem, and it's so like time consuming to take care of everything when something happens. So people that hack cards are jerks. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna bring this one up. This one we're gonna shuffle 15 times, and then we'll spin it. I actually need to write in here that it's closed. So it is closed now. We have 7 people on the list. I'm going to shuffle it 15 times and then spin it. So here we go. Get over to the wheel. Bong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, spin. Good luck, everybody. And this time it's going to be 6. Sixer. 6. Let's see, who do we got on number 6? FTB. Fill up the board. Congratulations. This one is going to you, my friend. Fill up the board. Was number 6. So this will be $30. No, $20. What am I talking about? I'm just trying to charge you an extra $10 casually. So there you go, my friend. That one's going to fill up the board for $20. It's the bag ladies. And there we go. Okay. Congrats. So, lots of cool stuff in next week's auction, guys. I'm going to have some Better Date Indians in next week's auction. We'll have some silver. We'll have a brooch maybe, and then we'll do a couple as buy it nows later on. And these brooches are shockingly valuable. Like, I was stunned to see what they sell for. But I'm gonna sell a couple at a pretty good price for my friends here on the stream. So we'll have a couple that we sell at a pretty good price. Okay. Let's see. Next thing I want to do is bring up the old tubes. We'll have some awesome paper currency. Maybe. I'm not positive about that, Super Garbage Man. I don't know what I have around right now. There is a box with some stuff in it, but I think it's mostly just silver certificates. Okay, let's see. Go to YouTube. Bag lady. And we'll go to the Bag Lady's channel. 2 years ago. Oh, shorts, right, shorts.
Hello everyone. These are the $18.99 certificates I'm talking about, the $2, and you will get one of each. Okay, I'm not going to describe it myself. And hello everyone.
Cool.
Okay, these are the silver.
Any nationals or obsoletes there? I don't think so. But I might see a different guy that I buy paper stuff from, that I've bought notes from in the past. I might run into him this week, and so maybe I'll try to get a couple of good ones for next week's auction. Super Garbage Man, I 100% agree. And now you've got me thinking about currency, so if I run into this guy... And, you know what, now we're talking about currency, I bet someone comes in and sells me some in the shop this week. I bet it happens. Because that was kind of the way things went. The Bag Lady, very cool. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I was just watched the shorts. Hey, guys, I was just checking out the Bag Lady's shorts. That sounds funny. Okay. So, yeah, let's... Oh, so yeah, I said I needed a TV, and a TV comes into the shop. On Tuesday, I said... dang man, I bought a lot of gold. I need some silver to come in. And on Wednesday, whole bunch of junk silver. So it's happening. I'm like, what do they call it? When you're thinking it in your mind and making it happen. Do you have a Haxby set? New England Notes. I don't even know what a Haxby set is. Manifesting. Philip DeBoer knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm like manifesting stuff. Right now I'm manifesting currency. Something cool come into the shop. Heck yeah. Did you happen to acquire any Dansko albums? Yes. I got a couple that I'm selling, but they're common ones. I got a Lincoln Cent Dansko and a Morgan Date Dansko. There's one or two others around, but I'm not sure yet if I'm selling them. A 4-volume obsolete notebook set. Oh, book set. So I have a lot of books that came with the shop as, like, you know, he considered it, you know, equipment and fixtures. And so I now own a Sigma Analytics. I now own a good, very expensive gold tester and diamond tester. I own a lot of books, but I haven't really gotten through them yet. So I don't know. I know there is a very large currency book that I was kind of leafing through that has way more information about everything than the Whitman currency guide I already had. But like there's a lot of books. World coins, there's like specialization books, there's a book on large cents, there's the Overton variety book. What book do you remember? I don't remember New England Notes. The only thing that I remember for sure is that it was very big. Like, you know what those world coin books look like size-wise? It was almost like that. You know, like that thick and, you know, big. It was a big book. But I don't remember the name. I need a Walker and a Merc Dansko. And Moosox is looking for a half-dime. Alright. So I'm going to write this down. Dansko's, Moosox, half-dime, Fino is looking for a Merc and a Walker. Fino, I might possibly have both of those. I'll let you know next week. If you come into the stream Sunday, I'll know by then if I have one for you. But I think I might have those two. And FTB needs a seated dime. And Libertad, they make a Libertad Dansko? I didn't even know that. Together my lots for you, I discovered that I had another Dansko Rosy dime book with proofs unopened in plastic. Moosox? Maybe. It's a Dansko unopened. Rosies. Yeah, I'm interested. I actually don't have one of those myself. I think I'd like to have that one. Okay, fill up the board. I'll keep my eye out. I know I don't have one of those now, but I'll keep my eye out. I actually am going to see a friend of mine who has a ton of Danskos this weekend, or this over the week, one day, one evening, so. $1 million for free? Me too. I've been telling people I'm getting real tired of not being a millionaire. I'm getting real tired of it. So, very cool. Alright guys, well, unfortunately, it's a little past my bedtime and I'm exhausted. My hours are getting to be a little different and I am pretty tired. So I think I'm going to get out of here for the evening. I got to write a few invoices before I go to bed. But I promised my mom I'd take her to the casino tomorrow, since I have a day off, and she hasn't gotten out of the house in a couple weeks now. So I'm gonna take mom to the casino tomorrow, and probably not gamble very much. Well, definitely not gamble much, because all my money is tied up in, or all my cash is tied up in the business now. So, but I'll be all right in a few weeks. Just things I didn't think of, like security deposit on my rent. I haven't paid a security deposit in a long time because I've always owned my house. And so when I went in to pay the rent, they were like, yeah, the security deposit, or when I went in to sign the lease. And I was like, I'll have to bring that in Monday. I didn't even think about a security deposit. Ay ay ay. So yeah, a bunch came up, so I'm, cash poor, but I got, everything's gonna be all right. I can definitely tell. It's a cool little business. It's the perfect thing for me, and I am super super happy. Cool. The bag lady sounds good. Siren, thank you so much for being in here. You take care as well. Moosox, have an awesome night. Super Garbage Man, I will send you an invoice. Invoice is coming to this one. I didn't even circle this. Philip the Board, Golden Archer, the Bag Lady, and Super Garbage Man. I'll send those out in a few minutes before I go to bed. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate each and every one of you. Sounds like a ramen week. Moosox, luckily my mom's paying for dinner this week. I paid for dinner all last week, so she's going to pay this week. Yeah, no, I will never do Whatnot. Not interested, and I'm not going to sell on eBay ever either. I like what I have. The group of people. I like the situation that I'm in. I like the shop. I still have a counter up in Corning, so that's another place. Keeps me busy, but it's boy, I'm blessed. And I'm also blessed to have you guys all hanging out with me at 1:30 on a Saturday night, chit-chatting about coins. You guys are amazing. And Silver Key says ramen last week, steaks this week because mom's paying. I like it. So thank you guys so much for all you do. I'll try to get on maybe Tuesday or Wednesday night for a coin chat. Can't beat doing what you love. Amen to that, Moosox. Amen. So thanks. I am happy. I'm very happy. I've been stressed out and nervous for weeks, but now that it's all happened, there's like a peace that's starting to come over me. And now that I've worked for a week, I'm seeing I can do this and it's gonna be successful. And yeah, I am very happy. So yeah, so thanks guys for being in here. I'll get on Tuesday or Wednesday evening to chat with you for a little bit. Next Sunday, our regular time auction. And until then, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for all you do. And until I see you next time, have an awesome, awesome week, everybody.